Fast food, drugs, the new iPhone, the new show on Netflix, social media, us versus them, Instagram thoughts, celebrity drama, and designer clothes. This is modern Western life, and you've become a slave to it. We're surrounded by billboards and advertisements telling us to buy this, eat that, and
we are consumers. We are byproducts of a lifestyle obsession.
We are the result of when man experiences comfort. Why cook for myself when I can just go order chicken nuggets on my phone? We spend less time outside exploring and instead keep up with the latest outrage, play video games for hours, or doom scroll on our phones. We collect plastic figurines, we get overly excited about the new Marvel movies, and we watch degrading adult content. The decline of religion and values, and the increase of nihilism and degeneracy. We buy things that we don't need because it fills the void of our purposeless existence. We consume mass amounts of media because we lack meaningful human connection. We seek pleasure and materialistic ideals rather than challenge and purpose. These are copes we use for living in a hedonistic society. We are a generation of people who are so addicted to a temporary instant pleasure that we put it over our long-term personal growth, and it's making you weak. I came to this realization when I was 21 years old in college. Why did my life revolve around junk food, porn, video games, and social media? Why was I so addicted to this mind-numbing instant pleasure? I didn't look like a man. I had no respect for myself. I had no pride in my appearance. My body was a reflection of my poor lifestyle choices, and it hit me. I don't have to hunt to put food on the table. I can just drive to the nearest McDonald's and get my food within 5 minutes. There's no great war I have to fight in. I can just play Call of Duty for a few hours and then go to bed. Why go outside and talk to real women when there's big booty Latinas waiting to be searched on the hub? You get my point. We live comfortable, sheltered lives now, and with this comfort comes consequences. We escape into a world of degeneracy, overindulging in highly stimulating activities because it's easy, it's convenient, and it feels good. It shows how the average man looks and feels today. The majority of guys don't even lift weights or do any type of resistance training. I mean, the average diet is literally just fast food and prepackaged lasagna. We buy expensive things to impress people who probably don't even give a fuck. We have no higher mission, no core purpose to devote ourselves to. We don't strive for anything more than our depressing Amazon job because it's uncomfortable to. I mean, who wants to feel uncomfortable? You rather lay on your couch, binging your favorite Netflix show after work while guzzling 10 beers down your throat, than working on a side hustle or hitting new PRs in the gym, or even going on a run while the sun is still shining, or just even trying to meditate and think about your thoughts. You don't get that same instant gratification going to the gym when you don't feel like it, or eating a clean diet. You don't get that same dopamine hit when you admire nature or look outside your window to appreciate the view because your mind has been rewired. You are being overstimulated by social media apps designed to keep you scrolling for hours with their addictive algorithms. Instagram and TikTok are now the new cigarettes, keeping you hooked and wanting more. Your mind is being preoccupied on live streams, hours of non-productive gaming, celebrity beefs, and other forms of dumbed-down entertainment. These things bring you fulfillment in the moment, but they make you feel bad later on, and you're addicted to that temporary feeling. This is detrimental to your long-term happiness and fulfillment. I was and still am a consumer. I think we all are, unless you're some type of monk. But it's all a matter of what you're addicted to. Have you ever wondered why some people seem unstoppable in their pursuit of success while others struggle to even get started? The difference isn't willpower, talent, or luck. It's about understanding the power of addiction. I'm going to share something most success gurus never talk about. Everybody is addicted to something. The difference? Successful people intentionally choose what they become addicted to. For a quick second, I want you to think about the richest people you admire. They didn't accidentally stumble into massive success. They engineered powerful psychological loops that make them literally crave the activities that build wealth, knowledge, and experiences. You can call this obsession or an addiction. Regardless, their routine is full of habits that reinforce their fulfillment and purpose. But before I show you how to create these powerful loops in your own life, you need to understand something crucial about how the brain works. Let's clear something up right now. There's a fundamental difference between habits and addictions that most people miss completely. A habit is something that raises your mental satisfaction baseline, like reading or meditating. It makes you feel good when you do it, but you don't feel terrible if you skip it. An addiction is different. When you're truly addicted to something, not doing it makes you feel below your baseline. You need it just to feel normal. There's a reason why a crackhead will do almost anything to get some crack. And this is where it gets interesting. You can create an addiction to basically anything you want in order to achieve that one thing, like making money, being fulfilled in life, or simply being successful in whatever you pursue. First, you need a cue. This is the trigger that signals to your brain it's time for the behavior. When I wanted to get addicted to working out, I started taking pre-workout, which creates an intense tingling sensation. That physical sensation became my undeniable cue for working out, on top of the focusing sensation caffeine already gives me. Once I felt those tingles, I had to work out or I'd get irritated. I don't recommend taking caffeine or pre-workout to start working out, but hey, That's what worked for me. Typically, when I do my cardio, I fall into a meditative state where I clear my mind and think of positive outcomes I'd like to achieve, thus reinforcing my newfound positive addiction. I knew that once I go to the gym, I get to listen to my music and focus on manifesting. I wasn't just writing things down or talking to myself in the mirror. I was activating my mind and body for mental focus for the day. Days where I miss the gym, I feel depressed and have a small voice in the back of my head yelling at me, why didn't I work out today? My brain will constantly remind me that I fucked up, and it keeps nagging at me until I decide to do something about it. It can sound ridiculous or even sad, but why would I want it any other way? This forced addiction helps to keep me accountable for my goals in the gym. Next comes the routine, the actual behavior you want to become addicted to. For wealth creation specifically, this needs to be something that directly generates income or builds valuable skills. Once you activate your cue for this behavior, it is important that you instantly go into that routine that you need to do. For example, my cue for creating content is just waking up. I know that as soon as I wake up at 4:30 in the morning, it's time to get to work because I have other things that I have to take care of throughout the day, and I don't want to fall behind on time. But for some people, it could be getting a cup of coffee or going to your office or a certain part of your house that is specifically going to be used for this new behavior. You need to associate this newfound cue and routine to the addiction or behavior that you want to gain. If you want to be a content creator or YouTuber, activate your cue and now go directly into scripting your video or creating thumbnails, or simply start researching on how to do this. Make sure you eliminate all distractions and strictly focus on the task at hand. Once I do about 4 to 5 hours of deep work on my YouTube channel, with breaks of course, only then do I start my day officially. But again, this routine has to line up with what you want to become addicted to, whatever skill, trait, or habit you want the addiction for. Finally, there's the reward, the dopamine hit that tells your brain, do this again. This could be caffeine, food, or even just the satisfaction of tracking your progress. I know I'm done with my newfound addiction to the gym for the day because I'm tired. Those endorphins kicked in already and I feel accomplished with no more tingling sensations from the pre-workout. My reward for waking up early and working on my YouTube channel first thing in the morning is simply knowing I'm up before anyone else, putting in that work for a passion of mine that I truly have, and that it doesn't feel right to me when I start my day without working on my YouTube channel, or waking up early for that matter. I feel lost and left behind. But here's the critical rule most people mess up. Your cue must be exclusively associated with the targeted behavior. If I chug an energy drink as my workout cue, but also have one when gaming or hanging out with friends, the association breaks down completely. So what should you do if you want to be addicted to building wealth? After studying the patterns of multimillionaires, I found 2 addictions that constantly generate money. First, addiction to deep work, specifically focused on high-level activities and skills. For me, that's writing high-impact YouTube scripts and creating thumbnails that directly drive revenue from views on my YouTube channel. My cue is waking up in the morning, my routine is 4 to 5 hours of focused writing, and my reward is my first caffeine hit of the day, which then goes into the gym. Second, addiction to educational consumption. But not just any information. The most successful people I know are ruthlessly selective about what enters their mind. They're literally addicted to learning things that can be monetized. Examples of this could be reading books, watching podcasts, or taking courses. If you're in college right now, you better make sure that you use all resources that are available to you to gain more skills, knowledge, and experience in what you're majoring in. You need to make sure that you actually want to pursue a career in what you're going to school for, and you better not be undeclared, because you're literally just wasting time. Think about it like this. The person who loves walking will always go further than the person who only loves the destination. When you're addicted to the process itself, results become inevitable. I've only just scratched the surface of addiction hacking in this video, so if you want me to go deeper, make sure you leave it down below in the comment section, or you can click the link in the description for a free 30-minute one-on-one call where we can discuss this in depth, and I can personally help you become addicted to whatever you deem necessary for your success. Before you click away, ask yourself, what are you currently addicted to? Is it making you money or costing you money? The choice is yours.